Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be having a look at Gastrodon, Talonflame and Wigglytuff in the Open Great League. So no Pokemon that we're featuring here, just this is a very strong team that helped me climb over 200 ELO and go 18-7 in one day in the Great League. So without further ado, let's get into the matches. In the first match, we see Annihilate Bleed, so this is an amazing lead. Opponent's going to immediately say switch into Drapion, and we're able to respond with Gastrodon. So the opponent is going to go for the Crunch. Now, Crunch is going to do quite a lot of damage, and it also gets the defense drop. The opponent gets greedy and they overfarm too much, so otherwise they could have been able to force a shield from me. But anyway, they're going to send in Wigglytuff, so this looks like a good game already, as this is going to be extremely RPS. I'm going to fire off the Earth Power, that does massive damage, and the opponent is going to get the Charm down. I'm going to send in Talonflame. The opponent is going to fire off a move. This is going to do basically nothing. It is going to be the Swift. Swift doesn't do much. And I'm going to send in Wigglytuff, expecting the instant switch. And all we got to do here is just shield this up, and then we can farm down everything. We didn't even shield it. It was just a Rage Fist. That wouldn't have done much at all, and that's going to be a GG's. Alright, so a very RPS game there. The opponent wins with 2 shields remaining. In the next match, we see a bit of a core breaker, Ariados, and I'm going to respond with Talonflame. Opponent responds back with Azumarill, so this is an incredibly RPS game in the opponent's favor this time. I guess we deserve it. I'm going to no-shield. The opponent fires off Play Rough for some reason, probably because they're also on the Play Rough Hydro Pump moveset. I'm going to go straight for the Brave Bird. That does massive damage, and I'm going to immediately fire off the Fly. Fly is probably going to be grabbing a shield, and it does. They're going to get the farm down, and I'm going to send in Wigglytuff to tank the move. Actually, I'm just going to tank the move, and then send in Gastrodon to get a snipe with the Mud Slap. The opponent's going to now send in Ariados, so this is intentional. Gastrodon can do a lot more up against Ariados than it can against Wigglytuff, and that one Mud Slap head start was all we needed to get this perfect bait and nuke to beat the Ariados, so perfectly planned out by me. I'm going to go for 1 and the Body Slam. Now, this should be grabbing the shield, which is great, and now one of the Earth Power, and we can KO the Ariados, so very good play there. Opponent's going to send in Quagsire now. I'm going to bring back in Wigglytuff just so I can get a debuff with the Icy Wind. Now, as you're going to see, this Icy Wind debuff is essential. I'm going to throw 2 just because that is on alignment, but just because the opponent is going to make a move if I don't throw there, and they might also get the farm down. I think they would have. I'm now going to send in Gastrodon. Does the next Mud Slap KO? I think it does. Let's see. Opponent's going to go for the Aqua Tail. That does a lot of damage. It doesn't care, and the opponent makes the Mud Slap, the Aqua Tail. That's so unfortunate. But due to the debuff, the Mud Slap, the Aqua Tail doesn't care, and we win with 1 HP and a Dream. In the next match, Dream lead into Dragonite. Opponent's going to say switch into Berserker. This is another very RPS game. Last battle showed how strong this team was. Let's see if we can just show how strong RPS can be. We get the farm down, full farm down to the Berserker, and they're going to send back in Dragonite. I'm going to go for the Brave Bird. Brave Bird is going to, let's see, he's probably going to grab a shield, but nope, it doesn't, it one-shots, and in the back, it's a long Sand Slash, and I'm so sorry, trainer. This was a crazy game, and you're going to win. You're going to lose, very hard here. That's a GG's. Very sorry. In the next match, another amazing lead. But quite a bit of lag there. That's very unfortunate. Now we might lose switch due to the fact that we got a lot of lag there. I'm gonna bring in my Talonflame, as there really is no ice resist on this team. Dugong is quite hard for this team. I didn't really factor it in while building this team. I feel like we have pretty okay answers across the board. It's all alright answers. I'm now going to go for the Brave Bird. Now, I'm expecting the Dugong does really want switch, so I probably shouldn't have done this, but it doesn't really matter too much. Opponent is going to win switch, but I think Gastrodon doesn't have the worst matchup against Dragonair, so this should be pretty fine. I'm going to go for the full farm down here. We barely get it. Oh, unfortunately, we actually don't. They're going to be able to debuff us with Icy Wind, and they're going to now send in, Toxapex. Alright, wait, we have a Wincon here. Our Wincon is if we make it there to the Earth Power before the opponent, but unfortunately we don't. That's really unfortunate. Opponent's going to be able to fire off the Body Slam, and I'm now going to go for the Earth Power. The opponent will outpace me to the brine on their Toxapex as they got a little bit of residual energy before, so that's really unfortunate. Now, this is not going to be a win for us, as we do have to make it to 3 Swifts on our Wigglytuff, and we'll never making it to 3 Swifts, as well as 2. We're never making it to 2 or 3, and that's a GG's. In the next match, Wigglytuff into Quagsire, pretty neutral lead, but Wigglytuff does lose quite a lot of neutral leads because it just doesn't have pacing. Its pacing is absolutely terrible. I'm going to overfarm a bit, and the opponent's going to fire for a move. We can comfortably no-shield this. The Mud Bomb will not KO, and I'm going to fire off one Charm for proper timing, and the Icy Wind. Icy Wind is going to grab a shield, and now we're going to get Mud Shot down, but I think the opponent could have Mud Shot down, but they end up throwing a move anyway, which is even better. I'm going to now send in Gastrodon to get a really nice farm down. The opponent barely doesn't make a move, which is very good for us, and they're going to send in Jellicent, so this is a lot better than seeing it on my Talonflame, because Gastrodon can definitely fight back here. Earth Power does pretty massive damage to the Gastrodon. The opponent's going to fire off a move. I probably should have shielded this, but it ends up being fine in the end. As you're going to see here in a second, I'm going to send the Talonflame. I know I'm going to commit a shield. I do want to get ahead on energy for my Talonflame, and in the back it's Sableye, so this should just be a win, as we're going to be able to just shield up the Foul Play, and charge up to the back-to-back flies, and then KO the Sableye. Fly number 1 is going to be grabbing a shield, and fly number 2 will KO the Sableye. That grabs the shield. We're going to go for the next fly. Fly, despite not being the hardest hitting charge move, it does KO the Sableye, and we're able to incinerate down the Jellicent, and Talonflame is a Jellicent kinda confirmed. You heard it here first. In the next match, we see a Wiggly lead. This is a mirror match, but I'm going to throw energy first, which might have been a mistake, as the opponent does get that 1 free charm, which means they will be able to, actually, I don't know, I think it's just depends on the IVs, but I definitely shouldn't have thrown the Swift there. I'm going to get a nice Incinerate down though, and the opponent's going to send in, let's see, they send in Dunsparce. We got to get out of here straight away. Gastrodon, the opponent sends in Drifloon. That's an AB loss. Bye-bye. In the next match, we see a Dunsparce lead, and we get quite a bit of lag here, I think. I think this is the lag battle. No, maybe not. Maybe that was the battle I didn't want to show you guys, because I got an insane amount of lag there. I don't know, battles were just a lot more laggy today. Not sure what was happening. Maybe it's a new update, but just a lot more laggy than usual. We do throw in the CMP tie, which is what I always do, as we do make it to the Icy Wind when they make it to the second drill run. Now, the opponent will get a rollout down, so I'm going to send Gastrodon and go for the fast move down, what's up down, and the opponent's going to send in Mandibuzz, so this is a pretty miserable matchup for us here. I'm just throwing the CMP tie, and now, Body Slam will do absolutely nothing. Opponent's now going to go for the Dark Pulse. I'm going to shoot it up as I do want to preserve Gastrodon's health. Now I'm going to go for 3 and the move, so we throw 1 before they make it to the move, so we can catch onto our Wigglytuff. So here they should have a move, and we get the catch, which is very nice. Sorry if you hear my dogs playing in the background, they're being very loud. I'm now going to send in Talonflame. Now Talonflame should be doing quite a bit of damage here. We are going to be able to tank a Dark Pulse pretty comfortably. Dark Pulse gets us just below half. Now I'm going to fire off the Fly. Opponent, seems like they're pretty weak in the back. I go for fly, they do shoot it up, and they send in Dunsparce, they just to get fast move down, and they send back in Mandibuzz. Now, I do make a mistake over farming here, but maybe it ends up being good, as we're able to get the full farm down here. So maybe that was the correct idea. And in the back, it's Gastrodon, and I'm going to go straight for the Brave Bird. Brave Bird gonna be massive damage onto the Gastrodon, almost one hit KOs. And now we can just go for the Fly, and Fly is going to be taking out the Gastrodon. And that's it, GG's. Thanks for watching.